What's up, guys? Alton here with another video, and I want to kind of talk to you guys about something, and it has to do with the reason why I stopped following the Black conscious community. And I know that you guys look at my videos and some of you are just like, you know, there's no way this guy could have been a part of the Black conscious community, listening to what these guys have to say, you know, and all of that type of stuff. But I was part of the Black conscious community. I used to follow these guys and listen to what they said about, you know, being, you know, this supreme black man and me being God and all of that stuff. And some of that stuff I used to believe, but I used to always question it. And I think that a lot of times my main reason for following that particular group of people was because, to be honest, man, I was really insecure with my skin color. I was. And that's the reason why a lot of people are a part of this Black conscious community. Because they may, you may look at them and they may act like that they're so proud and all of that stuff. But no, a lot of people are part of this movement because they actually hate the skin that they're in. They hate being black. I'm just putting it out there. I'm telling you. Majority of the reason why a lot of black people are a part of this movement is because they don't like their skin color. Because if they were content with who they were, skin color wouldn't even be an issue. So therefore, they have to try to make it seem like that their skin color is somehow so important. They have to come up with these lies and all of this stuff talking about, you know, black people were kings and queens of Egypt and they once one time ruled the world, and, you know, until that white man came out of the mountains of Europe and just started messing everything up. Yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff, man. But yeah, I was a part of that community. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. See that? I got that tattooed on me, man, when I was about 22. Because, yeah, it's Africa. Got an African tattoo. Because I was in it heavy. I was like, man, listen, you know, the black man is God. I was a proud black man. I had dreadlocks, long dreadlocks. I really believed that I was somehow relevant or special because of my skin color. And it was because I didn't like being black. I didn't like the way that black people were being treated. And I always felt like that the black man, not just in America, but in the world, just didn't get the same respect or acknowledgement as someone else, i.e. white people. So that was one of the reasons why I was a part of that community. But I'm not a part of that community anymore because obviously, you know, I have found Christ. And since I found Christ and I found all truth, that is the main reason why I just stay away from all of that stuff, because I actually know what the truth is. And these guys, they're gonna come at you and they're gonna claim that they really know truth, but they really don't. Because all you have to do is just ask them simple questions, okay, about the origin of life itself, just religion in general. I mean, they can't give you straight answers. But when it comes to the Bible, they're always going to attack the Bible. So if you are a Christian and you are black, just be ready for that. They're always going to attack the Bible, but everything that they say is lies. So that was one reason why I stopped following that movement. Was because it's lies. It's based on lies. It's nothing but lies. Number two, another reason why I stopped following them was because these guys, they can't get along to save their lives. They can't. These guys fight amongst themselves and each other than anyone else. They preach hatred to white people or anyone who isn't black, but those guys, when you hear these guys talk about each other, these guys they can never come together. There is no unity in this black conscious movement or community or whatever. Look at them. Look at Umar Johnson. These are some of the biggest names. You got Umar Johnson. You got Sa Neter, Brother Polite, the other guy. What is this? Young Pharaoh. All four of these guys, they're always at each other, cursing each other out, threatening each other, all of this stuff. None of these guys cannot come together, and they're all talking about moving in the same direction, but they can't. You know why? Because the black conscious movement has nothing to do with trying to better the black community. It's all about guys who know how to talk a good game, and they found a way to charge people to sell books, DVDs, dashikis, meal plans, you know, how to become vegans and vegetarians and how to eat healthy and all of that stuff. It's a hustle. And now with social media, now that these guys can get on their cell phones and make videos and put it out on YouTube and make money from that, and then tell people to come and pay $25-30 just to see them come and speak at some event, it's up for grabs. That's why these guys are in competition with each other. They're only in it for the money. They're not in it for the betterment of black people and black society. You kidding me? It's too much money out here for them to try to hustle and scheme from other people. Like allegedly that guy, Brother Polite, is allegedly under federal investigation for scamming. I don't know how true it is, but I've seen a few videos that points towards that, you know, he is going to be charged, or he is under federal investigation. I don't know myself, but there's a lot of evidence that points towards it. You know, he got something going on where, you know, some crap with PayPal, and apparently he claims PayPal tried to scam him, but then there's other people saying that they tried buying things off of his website that's linked to a PayPal account. PayPal is saying that he has the money, and he's saying that PayPal has the money, and then the people are saying that they paid somebody and the money hasn't gotten back to them. So it's just a whole big mess with that, and he's tried to address it a couple of times in his videos, but you know, I digress from that. But that's one of the biggest reasons why I left that type of thinking behind. And I mean, the biggest reason is that let's address the big elephant in the room. Okay, when we look at black people as a whole, collectively, if you think about it, they say that black people are about 13-14% of American population. And if that's the case, think about what our population is globally. I don't even think we're even in the double digits. You know, probably barely in the single digits, you know, as a group collectively. But I started looking at the world through a different set of lenses. I live in America, and this is one of the most diverse places in the world, okay? And I lived in South Florida, which to me, in my own opinion, is probably the most diverse place in the United States. And I lived around people who were from different countries, people from different parts of the United States, etc. And I just felt like that I couldn't get anywhere. You know, there's no way that I could have stayed in some little small bubble believing that my skin color made me God, which I never really believed. I never really believed it. I mean, it's a nice thought, but I never believed it. But it was like I knew that I couldn't just live in this bubble, because black people don't come together like that to where they can make a change. It's impossible. You know, and everybody's talking about black people are waking up. Black people ain't waking up. Black people ain't waking up. What's happening is that these guys are starting to gain traction in this movement, and the reason is because of all of the media stuff that's going on, that all of this racial injustice. So this is the perfect time for these guys to come in and start to kick this BS about, black people being this and that and all of that. I mean, it's history that repeats itself. The movement started heavy in the 60s and 70s, but it kind of started to die down in the late 70s on into the 80s. Then it started to pick back up in the early 90s. I'll probably say until maybe around like 93, 94. And I think it started to pick back up a little bit around the OJ trial, but by the time 96 came around, I mean, black people had basically just got away from the movement. It's just like in that song what Common Sense says. He says, felt like the pro-black was going out of style, and now here it is with the racial injustice stuff going on. Now it's starting to gain traction, but it's going to end up dying quickly. I don't even think, what is this, 2017? Trust me, within the next 2 or 3 years, it'll be dead again. No one's going to be talking about this because these guys can't stick together. But basically, I just wanted to go ahead and do this video, man, and let you guys know exactly why I'm going after this black nationalist movement. Because, I mean, it's just such lies and deception. Lies and deception. They can't tell you accurately where the Bible came from. They blurt out all of these inaccuracies, the Council of Nicaea and white men and all of that. But if you are a studying black man such as myself, you'll debunk that. They talk about stuff such as, trying to honor the black woman and all of that stuff. That's a lie. It's just that, like these guys, they kick all of this BS, but it's just for show, because behind closed doors, these guys, they're not really about that lifestyle. Because see, when those cameras go off and they're not on stage kicking all of that stuff to you guys, these guys are doing the total opposite. It's just like, with Umar Johnson, he was out talking about he was celibate and, all of this stuff here, but then he was going to some strip club, meeting up with some stripper and engaging in, in intimate relationships with her. And she basically put him on blast about it. And, you got this guy, Brother Polite, he got like 3-4 different wives, and basically he ain't doing nothing but pimping. He's basically just keeping these chicks around. It's probably some little young girls that, he done found on the street, and they probably ain't really have nothing going on for themselves. So he moves to LA, and he, and of course he got the Bentleys, and, he got the money and all of that stuff. And he got these different women, which he's probably just using just so he can put accounts under their names and stuff, because just like the PayPal scandal, he got the PayPal account was under some other woman's name, one of his wives' names, and basically she was the one getting the emails and all that stuff. It wasn't him. The account was under her name. So it's just stupid stuff like that, man. It's just stupid stuff like that. So if you guys are a part of this, man, I highly recommend that you guys get out while you can. Come to truth, real truth. There's no other truth like the truth of the Lord, the all one and true living God. And the only way that you can know him is through Jesus Christ. Like I said, man, study it for yourself. Read it. Most likely, I know you got a Bible. And if you don't have a Bible, look, you got plenty of apps, and you got plenty of websites that you can access Bible content. Just look it up, man, and just get away from this black consciousness cancer, because I'm going to tell you like this, in a couple of years it's going to be dead. It's going to be dead, and they're going to disappoint you. the way that they've disappointed me, but I'm just so glad that they have, because now I've actually come to truth, real truth. It's none of that crap that they've made up and they've written books about and all of that. So just wanted to make this quick video. Thumbs up, share, like, rate, and let me know what you think in the comments, man. You know, if you found some peace with the Black conscious community, and if you think that they are a valid group of guys, let me know. We can talk about it. All right, guys, peace, and as always, you guys have a blessed day.